Have you ever sat at the edge of your bed in the morning, just trying to summon enough strength to stand up and move? Maybe you've noticed your legs aren't quite as steady as they were last month. Maybe lifting your arms takes a little more effort than it used to. And no, it's not necessarily pain that's slowing you down. It's something deeper, something quieter. It's the subtle fading of strength that can sneak up on anyone over 60. And the truth is, you're not alone. In fact, what you're experiencing is part of a common and preventable process. The gradual decline in muscle strength that comes with age is often assumed to be inevitable. But here's something most people don't realize. Muscle loss isn't just about getting older. It's about what we do or don't do to support our bodies as they age. And here's where things get really surprising. Your muscles don't grow stronger during the day. They grow stronger at night while you sleep. That's right. The most important time for your body to repair, rebuild, and regenerate muscle tissue isn't while you're working out or staying active. It's during those quiet dark hours when your eyes are closed and your body enters recovery mode. But here's the catch. This powerful nighttime repair process only works if your body has the right materials, the right building blocks. And those don't come from just any meal. They come from very specific, calming, nighttime foods that work silently while you rest. If you're serious about rebuilding your strength, after 60 you need to rethink what you're eating before bed. Starting tonight. In this video, I'm going to guide you through 4 powerful, natural foods to eat before sleep, foods that may help you prevent further muscle loss, restore strength, and wake up feeling just a little bit more confident in your body. And trust me, you'll want to stay with me until the end, because the final food on this list is just 1 tablespoon, and its effect on muscle is nothing short of amazing. So go ahead, click that like button, subscribe to Senior Health Boost, and drop a comment if you're excited to discover simple ways to stay strong while you sleep. Now, let me ask you, have you ever eaten something before bed and woken up feeling unexpectedly refreshed the next morning? If so, I'd love to hear your story. Let's begin with a small, fuzzy, green miracle, the humble kiwi. Most people think of kiwi as a refreshing fruit for hot summer days or a fun addition to a fruit salad. But when eaten at night, this little fruit becomes a secret weapon for better sleep and overnight recovery. It's a powerful natural aidist, especially for people over 60, and yet hardly anyone knows it. Let me tell you a story. Over a cup of tea one afternoon, I chatted with George. He's 74, a retired teacher and a widower. He told me something that stuck with me. I don't really sleep through the night anymore, he said quietly. And when I do wake up, it's like my body has held tension the entire time. I feel stiff, not exactly in pain, just worn out. George had noticed that his legs felt less stable. The easy strength he used to take for granted in his arms wasn't there anymore. Like so many others, he assumed it was just part of getting older. I made a very simple suggestion. Eat 2 kiwis about an hour before bed, every night, for 2 weeks. And what happened? George came back smiling. It's subtle, he said, but real. I fall asleep faster, and for the first time in years, I wake up feeling lighter, less tense, like I'm actually rested. My legs aren't wobbly, my body feels ready. That's the power of eating with purpose, especially before bed. And kiwi is just the beginning. Coming up next, I'll show you the second nighttime food that helps your muscles recover silently while you sleep. Ready to find out what it is? Picking up from where we left off with George waking up feeling lighter, more mobile, and not creaking like an old rocking chair, the simple kiwi might just be the most underrated bedtime ally for seniors. So why is kiwi such a powerful tool in your sleep and recovery toolbox, especially for those over 60? It starts with one key element, melatonin. Kiwi is one of the very few fruits that naturally contains this sleep-inducing hormone. Unlike melatonin in pill form, the kind found in kiwi is gentle and food-based, something your body can absorb and process in a way that feels more natural and soothing. Multiple studies have shown that consuming kiwi before bed not only helps people fall asleep faster, but also stay asleep longer. This benefit becomes especially meaningful in older adults, who often struggle with sleep disruptions and restless nights. But here's where things get even more fascinating. During those deeper, uninterrupted stages of sleep, your body begins its most critical repair work. This is when tissues heal, hormones reset, and strength is rebuilt out quietly while you dream. Kiwi, by helping you reach those stages more consistently, can truly be considered a silent guardian of your muscle health. But that's just the beginning. Kiwi is also a nutritional powerhouse, rich in antioxidants, specifically vitamin C and vitamin E. As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 culprits that contribute to muscle soreness, stiffness, and slowed recovery. The antioxidants in kiwi help neutralize those threats, giving your muscles a chance to focus on regeneration instead of constantly fighting damage. And let's not forget potassium. Kiwi is loaded with this essential mineral, which plays a major role in proper muscle contraction and preventing nighttime leg cramps. If you've ever been jolted awake by a searing calf cramp at 3 a.m., you know how important this is. Adding kiwi to your evening routine could be your new best defense against that rude awakening. Another major plus Kiwi is incredibly gentle on digestion and blood sugar. Despite its sweet and tangy flavor, it has a low glycemic index, making it an excellent option for seniors managing diabetes or insulin sensitivity. And because it's naturally low in sodium, it's also a heart-smart choice for anyone monitoring high blood pressure. So what's the best way to enjoy this little green gem? Simply peel and eat 2 ripe kiwis about 1 hour before bedtime. Make it part of your wind-down routine perhaps, while you read a few pages of a favorite book or listen to calming music. Let it be a gentle signal to your body. It's time to rest. Healing can begin now. Of course, as with any food, pay attention to how your body responds. If you're sensitive to fruit acids or already have digestive issues, there's a small chance kiwi might cause mild discomfort. But for the vast majority of people, it's well tolerated, comforting, and easy to integrate into a bedtime routine. Some might even call it a little soothing miracle in a fuzzy green package. And that wraps up the quiet but powerful benefits of kiwi. Now, let's transition to something a bit more traditional but with a surprising twist. Let's talk about eggs. Yes, the same eggs you've likely cracked over toast in the morning or whisked into a family recipe. Most of us associate eggs with breakfast. But what if I told you that an egg at night before bed can be one of the most effective ways to maintain your muscle tone and strength while you sleep? This might sound unconventional, but let's look at the facts. Eggs are one of nature's most perfect protein sources. They contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to grow and repair, which makes them a complete protein. Even more importantly, they're packed with leucine, an amino acid that plays a leading role in activating muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as a signal to your body. It's time to rebuild. As we age, our sensitivity to protein declines. What this means is that your body doesn't respond as efficiently to smaller amounts of protein the way it did when you were 25. So if you're over 60, your muscles require a more deliberate supply of high-quality protein to get the same effect. This is where eggs shine. Just one egg provides roughly 6 grams of high-quality protein, along with a host of other nutrients like vitamin B12, choline, and selenium, all of which support nerve health, energy metabolism, and cellular repair. These nutrients quietly support your system while you rest, helping you wake up feeling stronger and more stable. And don't worry about the cholesterol myth. Modern research has shown that for most people, the dietary cholesterol in eggs has minimal effect on blood cholesterol levels. Instead, it's the overall quality of your diet that matters most. So how should you eat your egg before bed? Try a hard-boiled egg about 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. It's convenient, easy on the stomach, and gives your body the protein boost it needs during its natural repair window. Pair it with a few slices of avocado or a sprinkle of sea salt if you'd like. Just keep it simple and nourishing. Together, kiwi and eggs create a powerful 1-2 punch for overnight muscle support. And we're just getting started. In the next section, we'll explore another surprising food, one that's entirely plant-based, yet provides powerful overnight benefits for strength, digestion, and sleep. Get ready, because this one may just become your new bedtime favorite. Let's pick up where we left off with the powerful yet underrated impact of bedtime nutrition, especially for seniors looking to maintain strength and stability overnight. Now, here's something many people don't realize. What works for a 25-year-old won't necessarily work for someone over 60. At younger ages, a small piece of grilled chicken or tofu might be enough to trigger muscle growth. But after 60, our bodies become more resistant to small doses of protein. That's where eggs come in, and they shine brilliantly. A single large egg delivers around 6 grams of high-quality protein and approximately 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine. Why does that matter? Because leucine is the key amino acid that switches on your body's muscle-building process. That tiny egg is like a reset button for aging muscles, especially at night when your body is primed to repair and restore. You're someone who eats lightly in the evening or skips protein altogether. After sunset, this could be your missing piece. Just one soft-boiled egg about an hour before bedtime could help reduce the feeling of weakness in the morning, especially in the legs and arms. But eggs bring more than just protein to the table. They're also a rare food source of vitamin D, nutrient many seniors lack, particularly those who don't get regular sun exposure. And vitamin D isn't just about bones. It also plays a crucial role in muscle coordination and balance. That means fewer wobbly steps and more confident movement. On top of that, eggs contain choline, a nutrient that supports nerve health and brain function. When you combine that with vitamin D and leucine, you've got a small but mighty food that speaks directly to the needs of aging muscles and minds. Now, you might be asking, what about cholesterol? That's a fair concern. Eggs have gotten a bad rap in the past. But here's what the latest science tells us: moderate egg consumption, around 1 egg a day, does not increase the risk of heart disease for most people. In fact, some studies show that eggs may even help improve your cholesterol profile by raising HDL, the good cholesterol. Of course, preparation matters. A gently cooked egg, soft-boiled, poached, or scrambled with a touch of olive oil, preserves nutrients and is easier to digest. Skip the deep frying, heavy butter, and excessive salt. Think of your bedtime egg as a gentle, nourishing gesture to your body, not a greasy indulgence. And eggs are perfect for seniors who have difficulty chewing. They're soft, smooth, and easy on the jaw, no need to wrestle with tough textures late at night. Let me share a quick real-life story. I once worked with a lovely 68-year-old woman named Lean. She was bubbly, always smiling, and often brought fruit to her neighbors just to brighten their day. But for years, she complained about feeling unstable in the mornings. "My legs feel like overcooked noodles," she'd say with a laugh. She used to skip dinner or eat very late, thinking that fewer evening meals would help her sleep better. But what she didn't realize was that her body was missing crucial overnight fuel. We introduced one simple change: a single poached egg as a nighttime snack. Nothing heavy, just warm, light protein, about an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, she came back with a huge smile. "I didn't think something so small could make such a difference," she said. "But I feel more stable. I don't wobble when I get up. My mood is steadier too." That's the kind of impact that choosing the right bedtime protein can have. Now, let's be clear, this isn't about eating a heavy dinner. It's about being smart with your nutrition. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. It needs the right materials to do its job. Give it those materials, and it will reward you with more strength, more balance, and fewer aches when you wake up. And with that, let's shift our focus to something you might have forgotten about, or maybe even shoved in the back of your pantry. They're small, easy to overlook, and often underestimated. But these little green seeds pack a punch when it comes to nighttime muscle support. Yes, I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. Stay with me because what we uncover next might just change how you fuel your strength from dusk till dawn. Let's talk about a little green powerhouse that most people overlook at bedtime: pumpkin seeds. Often called pepitas, you might recognize them from salads or granola, but don't be fooled by their size. When it comes to muscle repair, better sleep, and full body recovery through the night, these tiny seeds pack a massive punch. Let me introduce you to Harold. Harold is 72 years old, a retired gardener whose hands still bear the marks of a lifetime spent working the soil. He came to me with a common complaint. "Every morning I wake up with tight legs. I can walk, I can move, but it always feels like I didn't truly rest." What was missing in Harold's nighttime routine? Magnesium. That was the game changer both in his diet and in his sleep hygiene. Magnesium is a mineral essential for muscle relaxation. Without enough of it, your muscles can remain partially tense, even while you sleep. So despite getting a full 8 hours, some people wake up feeling sore, stiff, or like they never rested at all. And what's one of nature's richest sources of magnesium? You guessed it, pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce, a small handful, can provide around 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's a lot of value from such a small bite. But magnesium is just the beginning. Pumpkin seeds are also one of the rare foods that naturally contain tryptophan. This amino acid gets converted into serotonin and then into melatonin, the hormone that helps you drift off to sleep. When you combine tryptophan and magnesium, you create a calming 1-2 punch that promotes better, deeper sleep. And why does that matter so much? Because during those deep sleep stages, your body releases growth hormone, repairs cells, and rebuilds muscle. Sleep is not passive. It's a nightly construction project, and pumpkin seeds can be a critical part of the building plan. Beyond that, these seeds offer plant-based protein about 7 grams per ounce. They also contain healthy fats that slow digestion, ensuring a steady release of amino acids throughout the night. This means your muscles are gently supported hour by hour while you sleep, instead of experiencing an abrupt spike and crash in protein availability. So how do you incorporate pumpkin seeds into your nighttime routine? The key is to keep it small and intentional. 1 to 2 tablespoons is all you need. Eat them raw, or sprinkle them over a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt for a protein boost. Want to enhance their flavor? Lightly toast them in a skillet to bring out their natural nuttiness, but don't add salt, especially if you're managing high blood pressure. And there's even more. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, which supports cellular repair, immune strength, and hormonal balance. For men over 60, this is especially important, as healthy testosterone levels are directly tied to muscle mass. It's amazing how much impact a seed the size of a raindrop can have on your health. But remember, they're calorie dense. That doesn't make them bad, but it does mean portion control is key. Think of them less as a snack, and more as a nighttime tonic for your muscles, your mind, and your sleep. And now, we move to a bedtime classic that may not excite the taste buds, but delivers unmatched results. Cottage cheese. It's not bright, it's not flashy, there's no crunch or pop of sweetness. But cottage cheese is the unsung hero of muscle recovery. In people over 60, stay with me before you wrinkle your nose or think, wasn't that just something my grandma used to eat? Let's explore exactly why cottage cheese deserves a permanent place on your nightstand. Even though we've covered many harmful habits that affect your heart, there is one final behavior, perhaps the most underestimated, that continues to jeopardize the lives of countless seniors, ignoring or stopping medication for high blood pressure at first. It may seem harmless. You feel fine. You haven't had any symptoms, so you assume everything's under control. But that's exactly why high blood pressure is called the silent killer. It creeps in without pain, without warning until the damage is already done. I've seen it firsthand as a heart specialist. Patients walk into my clinic, seemingly healthy, only to collapse days later from a heart attack or stroke because they missed a few doses or decided to stop their medication altogether. It doesn't take long for skipped medications to raise your blood pressure to dangerous levels. In fact, even a short break can lead to a sudden spike, putting your heart, kidneys, and brain at severe risk. And tragically, many older adults only realize this when it's too late. I've had patients faint in grocery stores, collapse in bathrooms, or wake up in nurse only to discover that the root cause was unmonitored, untreated, high blood pressure. This isn't about relying on pills for life. It's about survival. If you ever experience side effects or feel like your medication isn't working, talk to your doctor. There are dozens of alternatives available. What matters most is staying consistent. Take your meds at the same time every day. Use pill organizers, set daily reminders, track your numbers at home, keep a log or journal. These tiny habits form the foundation of lifelong heart health. Let me be clear, if high blood pressure is left unmanaged, it thickens your heart muscle, narrows your arteries, and eventually leads to heart failure. But when treated correctly and consistently, it's one of the most manageable conditions. Just one small pill a day can prevent years of suffering, countless hospital visits, or irreversible organ damage. It's not just a prescription, it's your lifeline. Now, take a moment to reflect. Your heart has been working non-stop for you every second of every day for decades. It never complains. It never rests. But now, after 60, it's asking for your help. Every choice you make, every meal, every walk, every skipped soda, every pill taken on time is either building a stronger heart or slowly tearing it down. As a heart doctor, I've seen too many patients ignore the early signs. They assume they'll deal with it later. But later doesn't always come. Heart attacks don't wait for your schedule. That's why I urge you, start small. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just remove one dangerous habit today. Replace it with one life-giving action. Then keep going. Your heart doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency. It needs care. And it needs your attention. And remember, you are never alone in this journey. If you feel overwhelmed, there are tools designed specifically for you. Download the Senior Health Tracker app for daily tips, medication reminders, and meal suggestions created especially for people over 60. Let it be your pocket-sized partner in heart health. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Your family will thank you. And most importantly, your heart will thank you. So please don't wait. Start today. And before you go, I want to hear from you. What change will you commit to starting today? Drop a comment below to share. Your action might inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful, please tap the like button, subscribe to Senior Health Boost, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single update. Our community is here to support you with the knowledge, motivation, and tools to protect your heart and reclaim your strength one day at a time. Stay strong, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video on Senior Health Boost.